Hello and welcome to PowerDrift. You know why motorcycling is beautiful?
Because there are so many motorcycles across so many different genres, so many choices, and yet
we are united by that one common emotion.
The joy of motorcycle riding.
When manufacturers create a platform, they usually do not do it to launch one single motorcycle.
It usually makes way for multiple types, styles, and characters.
And today, we'll be looking at one such platform from Royal Enfield.
The one that spoke of change.
Meet
The
650s.
I will represent the Super Meteor because I can.
I will be representing the Continental GT650 because I love that motorcycle.
I will be representing the Interceptor 650 because as the junior in office, my seniors just call dibs first. So
let's begin.
Let's begin.
Wait, I have to start. So the Interceptor 650. Now I know Jian thinks he's the senior and he can call the shots and take the swanky GT650. But I know this is the master motorcycle between the two. The twins came together and they went everywhere hand in hand. But one look at the sales chart and you will know why this sells more. Actually, you don't even have to look at the sales chart. All you have to do is look at the motorcycle.
Fair point. The GT650 was never meant to sell as much as the Interceptor 650, and you kind of know why. Because once you swing your leg over it, it seems like you're in a 90s action movie. It's classic, vintage, and modern, as well as sexy, all together at once.
I don't even need to put myself in between these two. The Super Meteor is the newest 650 on the block. Looks like a cruiser and rides like one. Look at the quality. Good. Better. It's the best. This is the flagship.
All three motorcycles share the same engine because same platform.
That is a 650cc twin that produces a decent amount of performance that can be used in the city for a weekend ride or even long tours.
Sure, Royal Enfield has made small, subtle improvements mechanically over the years to fine-tune things, but all of these changes have only made the ride experience better.
Ever so slightly, but yes. Does it feel old though?
Not yet. Not for now. There is still some time for that feeling to kick in.
Between the three, the Super Meteor feels the most connected in terms of power delivery, and triple-digit speeds feels a lot more easier to attain than the other two.
Having said that, this was a big step for the brand when it was first introduced in 2018. Now, if there was a scale that had sporty at one end, neutral at the center and relaxed at the other end, each one of these motorcycles would fall on one point of that scale. And it's pretty straightforward as to which motorcycle falls where. The Interceptor 650 is the easiest in terms of overall comfort. It's relaxed, not too stressful, exactly how a city motorcycle should be. My only gripe with it is that the pegs, they get in the way every time you get your feet on and off the motorcycle or when you're crawling through city traffic. Every damn time.
The Super Meteor 650 should feel super comfortable, no? Yes, it does, but only when you're out on the highway. In the city, when the traffic isn't flowing, you've got a problem, mate. The outstretched legs, the weight, the format, it feels like a burden. But when the roads are wide and open, it feels like home.
The GT650 is sort of the anomaly here. Neither is it suited for city commutes, nor is it the best when it comes to highway touring. It's a little bit of style packed with a bit of comfort. Certainly more than the old 535, which I love and I own. But it is a cafe racer for God's sakes, so it draws a lot of attention, certainly more than the other two. And it might get uncomfortable for some, but it packs a lot of swag for short bursts. And if I look good riding it, who cares?
Look at the Super Meteor. Long, heavy, cruiser. It should have lazy steering, no? It does not. It feels amazing when you go around corners. The firm ride quality aids in handling, but it feels terrible when you go fast over a bad patch of road. However, when the roads are tip-top, it does not feel out of shape, and that is amazing. A cruiser that can go fast, make me sit comfortably for hours, and handle well? Wow.
Wow, that's what the GT650 is. Because when it comes to handling, it might not be sport bike sharp, but it is certainly cafe racer sharp. And with the clip-on bars and the rear set foot pegs, it puts you in this sweet sporty position to cut through traffic. And it's even great on the Sunday hill climbs. Now that's wow.
Ow! But hold on, the Interceptor has nearly the same wheelbase as the GT650. They are twins, Baba. Or in this case, I should say, Baba. अरे हल्के में क्यों ले रहे हो उसको? This might not be as sharp as the GT650, but it is there.
One, because nearly the same, not the exact same. Two, this sporty posture puts you in a firm control of the motorcycle with the clip-on bars and the rear set foot pegs so that you can enjoy the cafe racer vibe. Three, this is the most halka 650 out there, even halka than your 650. And lastly, this is the only bike to get the Vredestein Centuro tires, which are super grippy and bring out the sporty person of this motorcycle so beautifully. All that gives it a definite advantage for great handling.
But it handles well. Ask the audience. You guys, tell us below.
Before we ask the audience that question, let me remind you that none of these motorcycles have really impressive ride quality. It is what it is.
Do you really need features from a brand like Royal Enfield? Yes, you do. Get the basics covered, I would say.
So Bluetooth, navigation, LED lighting, USB port.
But the position of the USB port on the Interceptor and the GT650 feels like a bit of an afterthought. That's quite a weird position for the port to be in.
The big change for this year is the introduction of the tubeless rims. 18 inches, not 17s, as Royal Enfield wanted to keep the retro charm intact. All the 17s would have made way for a lot more tire options to be available. 18s will do for now. Better late than never though, right?
I actually do like the all-black scheme of the Interceptor now. Even though I like the chrome bits more, I think the black has its own charm.
By the way, Karan, no? He's the new kid on the block. Doesn't like punctures. Hasn't fixed one on the Interceptor just yet.
We remember when the 650 twins were launched, and one of the things that Royal Enfield wanted to do as a brand was to have the Interceptor 650's on-road pricing below the 3 lakh mark. Today, the ex-showroom price starts at 3.03 lakh for the Interceptor, even more for the GT, and of course ends at the Super Meteor, which is the flagship.
Is it still value for money? Well, the value of having twins at this price was never lost. These will always be value for money. Yes, the money has gone up, but the value continues to remain the same.
These aren't perfect motorcycles, but this isn't the end either.
There are more motorcycles on this very same platform that will be introduced in the coming few months.
But for now, we have a super important question for you.
Which one of these do you prefer? The GT,
The Interceptor,
Or the Super Meteor? Let us know your answer in the comment section below, and see you soon.